Adelaide will take on Melbourne Victory in next week's A-League Grand Final, and after a nail-biting win on penalties over the Newcastle Jets, it was 1-1 at full time and extra time couldn't divide them, so it went to the agony of spot kicks.
Little separated Adelaide and Newcastle in form, but in 90 minutes their seasons would be a gulf apart. An A-League Grand Final against Melbourne awaiting the victors, disappointment and doubts the losers. The sides had averaged 4 goals per game when they'd met. The Jets tried to start the tally this time. Adelaide was still feeling the pain of last week's stoppage time loss to the Victory and looked for the perfect elixir.
Fernando's through. The challenge came from Matthew Thompson. It's a free kick, not a penalty.
And there's Thompson going in there. It's a good call from Matthew Breeze.
He's got it right, the referee. He has got that 100% right.
A yellow card ended Joel Griffith's grand final dreams, but his teammates survived.
He goes towards the top corner. It's come off the wall.
The Jets struggled with barely any possession. Fernando lined up the net, but Ante Kovic showed why he was included in the World Cup squad for Germany. The Brazilian peppered without reward.
Fernando through on goal, and he's butchered the chance. Absolutely butchered it.
One-time cellar dwellers Newcastle under attack. Adelaide had a confident penalty turned down, but after the break they got what they were really looking for.
Carl Viet has scored the first goal in the preliminary final, and Adelaide United have 1 foot in the door.
Carl Viet's goal enlivened the match, but the referee harshly killed Matthew Kemp's grand final hopes with a soft booking. An Asian Champions League spot was also on the line, and Newcastle wanted it.
Newcastle tap in from Vaughan Coveney. No flag, the goal will count. Newcastle back on level terms.
For the first time in A-League history, a match went into extra time. Gary Van Egmon's men desperate to continue their fairy tale season revival. Cramps began to set in, fitness likely to determine the outcome. Newcastle's claims to have more proving true.
Chance here for Mark Bridge, and Daniel Beltrame has produced a big save again.
Adelaide were tired, but they weren't going to use that as a reason to quit.
Dodd with a shot, and the save came from Kovic.
After 120 minutes of football, it came down to penalties, the Jets getting it underway. Each found the net until Vaughan Coveney.
Save from Beltrame. The first crack has appeared.
Ross Aloisi put the hosts ahead 4-3, Daniel Beltrame sending them through.
Charlotte save from Beltrame. Adelaide are through to the grand final. Heartbreak for Newcastle. Ecstasy for the team in red. Sheer pandemonium around Hindmarsh Stadium.
Peter First, Fox Sports News.
An achievement for the team, and an achievement for the club. It's fantastic that we got through. We did it the hard way, but we did it. And I think basically first half performance was outstanding. We could have been 2 or 3 up at half time with a little bit of a break. Didn't work out that way, but the guys battled, and even after we conceded a goal, we stayed strong. No, we went out and won the game. How we won it's irrelevant. We won the game. It's the result that counts, the outcome, and that's what we got. And the process was good as well. Not worried about monkeys. Look, they're fit. Diego was starting to cramp up a bit, but he hasn't had the conditioning that the other players have got. Ross had plenty of run in his legs. Everybody had plenty of run in their legs, and they got through it. Even though they were starting to cramp, we had a couple of guys. They pushed themselves through it, and that's a good sign of the character of the players. And when you come into finals football, it is about character.
Look, it's never nice to lose, but even worse in these sort of circumstances when it goes down to pens in the final series. So as you can imagine, the boys are very dejected right at this moment. But I suppose they can keep the solace of the fact that when they walked off that pitch, they had their head held high, and I thought they were fantastic. We had a couple of chances here and there in that extra time. We're obviously hurting a little bit too as far as the game was concerned, because I thought it was played at quite a decent pace. But that's the game. I mean, we had a couple of chances. If we take those chances, then it may not have even got to extra time. We're pretty dejected. We felt that we could go all the way. But I suppose when we look at it and analyse it later, to see where we've come from to where we are now, we've obviously grown as a football team quite a lot in a short space of time. I can assure you now, if I'm with the club next year, that we won't be giving teams 10-point starts after the first round.
And you can catch all the action from Melbourne when the Victory take on Adelaide United in this year's grand final, as it has been throughout the season. The whole shooting match live and exclusive on Fox Sports 3 from 5 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time next Sunday. Don't miss it.
Fox Sports News on Channel 513. It's on all the time.